Now we're working on the guided practice for solving equations. Our first equation is 4b minus b minus 8b equaling 12. So we need to combine our like terms. So 4b minus b is in positive 3b, and 3b minus 8b is in negative 5b equaling 12. We're going to divide that by negative 5, and that gets us b equals negative 12 fifths. Do leave it as a fraction. If it reduces, reduce it. This one doesn't reduce. This 12 is not divisible by 5. And there's no other numbers that 12 and 5 are divisible by. We can reduce by. Number 2, m divided by 8 minus 2 equals 5. So first, we're going to add 2 to both sides. That gets us m over 8 equaling 7. So we're going to multiply by 8 on both sides. And that gets us m equals 56. And then number 3, we've got negative 6, parentheses 3x minus 8, close parentheses equals negative 6. So we need to distribute that negative 6 to both parts of what's inside of parentheses. Negative 6 times 3x is a negative 18x. And negative 6 times negative 8 is a positive 48, equaling negative 6. And then we're going to subtract 48 on both sides. That gets us a negative 18x equaling negative 54. We're going to divide by negative 18. And x equals 3. And our last one on the guided practice, 3/5 of students on a school trip are boys. There are 33 boys on the trip. How many students are on the trip? So we have 3/5 being an important word, and of the students, and they are boys. And there are 33 boys on the trip. So 3/5 of our total number of students. That's cursive S, because when y'all see my S's, you think they look like 5s, just like this one over here. So I use a cursive S, are boys. And we know that there are 33 boys on the trip, so in place of B, put in 33. And then we need to multiply by our reciprocal. We're not dividing by 3/5, we're multiplying by our reciprocal. So we're multiplying by 5/3. And that gets us S equals 55 students. Okay, on your assignment, notice that it says, show your work on a separate sheet of paper. Write your answers on this one and staple your work to it. Please make sure that your work is numbered. So you write this equation out, make sure that the number 5 is next to it. If at all possible, please keep your work in order.